Today, I will record a video about DMA for you. A popular science video. Because I personally have also played DMA. So we've come a long way. Spending money is really not a small amount. Is it a 3-piece set first? It's a hardware price. The money for the hardware is a pass, it is. Liar. There are various ways to cheat money. Like Let me show you the Air Dragon version on Shanyu. It's an overseas dragon board. He called the name of the overseas dragon. There are very few dragon boards now. Because of the big bull abroad. I have refused to cooperate with people in China. Now most of the dragon plates are from Weifang. It is the dragon plate made in Weifang. In fact, the board is open source. That is, if its cost is very low. That's it. That's the board. It's this if you can contact the factory. You draw according to its drawing. Just contact the factory and you can do it. This is a light bulb. Just do it with this circuit board. This is the board, and then there's the fusion device. What does a fusion device do? What about this fusion device? It is taking yours. Look, this is the auxiliary plane. That is, your software is on the secondary machine. On the secondary plane, the picture is fused to the host. And that's what the fusion does. And this box. As for the box, it's aiming at yourself. Locks, these things. It's for you to operate your keyboard and mouse. This is what the 3-piece set is about. A board fusion and box. If you want this 3-piece set, $1,000 at most, that's the most. Anything more is a scam. You're a liar. There are too many circles. Because if you see an overseas dragon, it's very expensive. And is there a new ZDM out now? I have never been in contact with When I come into contact, I will do a popular science for you. This is the first one. And then the hardware. Yours because of your hardware. You plug this board in. Okay, I'll take a look now. This is my mainframe. I'll plug in the board first. Wait a minute. Okay, now the board is plugged in. And let me show you. What does the board look like when plugged in? The board is plugged in and it's glowing green here. This is what the board looks like when it is plugged in. And after the board is plugged in. Next is another one with the most money. The most outrageous place. It's the firmware. What is the function of firmware? It's very simple. Let me show you. It's the firmware is to put your board, a device masquerading as any PCie. For example, my current device. Take a look at my desktop again. It is simulated as a Wi-Fi endpoint. Take a look. This is the Wi-Fi on the laptop. With endpoint. It's the firmware. That's what it does. Disguised as all kinds of things for you. What new sound card is there now? The printer is solid. Just a bunch. What about this? This thing. It does not have Wi-Fi function, but you see, this is the Ethernet option. It doesn't have Wi-Fi function. Just a simple a program that simulates equipment. And what about the firmware? I'm sure everyone is like me. At first, I wanted to make one myself, then follow the tutorial on Bilibili. Let's take a look. Firmware tutorial. Shall by followed to be a single character white guest. And all kinds of people. There are all kinds of tutorials out. In fact, what about this tutorial? Everybody follow suit. It doesn't really work, you know? You make one object at most, but it's nothing. The function is for a... Speaking of playing games, it's almost a... Pull the brake on the upper number. Yes, now this DMA test is serious. Very strict. Like, 8 treasure porridge. Operation 8 treasures porridge. I pulled a batch of large ones some time ago. But my number is still alive. It's just that he was even seated. Negative debt. Pulled by peers. Okay. Is this the firmware? If you want to, follow the tutorials on these little cannonballs. Do some firmware. For example, this one from Bake. I have also followed this. But then I found out that, not very useful. Really useless. Network interface now it's card. Pulling the brakes in pieces and pieces. Firmware. If you want to do it, I can provide you with one. Provide away. It's you who learn FPGA. FPGA. One is that the current AI is not very popular. You can use PPT to learn. But because I didn't log into that on my computer, there is no hanging ladder. So that's it. Well, I can't show it to you at the moment. FPGA engineer is teaching. In fact, it is completely possible for you to follow that if you follow the tutorial on Bilibili. It's just not very useful, but you can understand how the firmware is made. You can understand his firmware production process. But to the follow-up, just like the worry-free boss said, Wii U, I remember this Wii U boss. Like the worry-free boss said, you can't help it. Your follow-up whether it is changed to TOP, whether it is to change TELP or a deeper level. It's what these FE engineers eat. How could he possibly teach you for free? Do you think so? Think about it from a different perspective. If you are FE engineer, you can't put these things shared for free, right? Okay. If you want to follow these tutorials, if you want to experience the process of firmware production, I will prepare a copy for you. This is all the required software. It's a collection of software and hardware I'm here to share with you. Then private message me. Then you may want to buy DMA and want to avoid detours. You can also private message me because of the path we have traveled. You can't make someone walk again, right? It's all about DMA. It's simple, but in the middle. There are many places to make money. I just hope everyone will avoid detours. What is the original intention of this video? Everyone will avoid detours. And then, there are valuation issues and questions about GMA hardware. You can ask me a private message. Okay, goodbye.